All right, now it's been some time, but when we last left off, our group of shield bearers of the Radiant Citadel, you recently helped with um, an issue of a runaway of poisonings happen in town due to the local magistrates or heads of the city did a very dirty deed some time ago, and it's just spoiling a tale of revenge. But for better for everyone involved. But now, as our group of shield bearers, you are now tasked with well, actually, I'm gonna roll a dice. I'll say for one of your characters, you have recently lost somebody in the area. What they lived is in the city of Uanido. I will I will copy that and put it on the chat so we kind of with the name from the city, Unido. So one of you has lost somebody. It doesn't. It's up to you of how important they were or not. But as kind of Shield Bears group, you guys are gonna head over to Unido. I think it's Unido, and help pay respects and just hopefully maybe some R&R after the last few festivals he got into, all kinds of shenanigans. So I'm gonna roll a D4, and then we'll start from Beth all the way to Shankz. Which one? Shankz. Oh, sorry,
Maybe
go
we
ahead.
lost Hidden Claw.
Oh well, I don't know, like they died. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Oh yes, yeah. We don't want Hidden Claw to die. Hidden Claw's just taking another vacation. It's got other stuff to deal with. So, Shankz and skid marks. When it comes time for introductions, just who did you lose and how special were they to you, or they weren't special. But let us start with a little introduction from Beth Bray.
Good evening, y'all. I am Beth Bray from the Borderlands. I was a preacher out in the mist there. Had my church. Was doing all my services, my sermons, getting everyone involved in worshiping the Raven Queen. When my my ex-girlfriend decided she wanted to be a vampire real bad, and she messed up my church, burnt it down, and here I am fighting the good fight against the undead.
And a just fight that is. Praise be. As we go from Beth Bray to the Brig.
All right, Brig is a retired gladiator from the games on the Radiant Citadel, and he has recently encountered ladders, which was quite challenging as part of his first adventures. But he's overcome that now, and he's looking forward for a new challenge since his gladiator days are behind him.
Very nice. And then, of course, we go to our from the Brig to the Nimbus.
Greetings! As you see this this very comely looking sea elf. Looks like he just got a spritz of some seawater as he flies overhead and says, "Greetings, mortals! It is I, Mr. Nimbus. We will be going on adventures, and it is I, Mr. Nimbus, that will lead us through to success. For I am the greatest adventurer that ever was and ever will be."
And then, last but certainly never least, we have our Shankz.
Shankz is a Drake Warden Ranger. That is his Drake skid marks over there, the dumb looking one. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it right now. I just heard recently that my cousin Shivs just got killed. I guess he was trying to get revenge on a different dragon. He's the one who helped me out getting getting away from the Viridian Scar, something Scar. I forget that dragon's name.
Mm-hmm.
Verdant Scar, isn't it? Something like that.
Close enough.
Yeah. Well, Shiz was the one who helped me get away, but now I hear that Shiv's got the wrong end of a dragon's breath, and he's no longer with us.
Yes, hopefully revenge on this dragon that has taken out poor Skids, and and Skid marks, just beside with grief. Is drinking is Skid marks drinking to console the pain, or just normal drinking?
Probably a bit of both at this point.
Okay, yeah. Right, and as you make it, of course, go to Citadel, say the secret, say the secret word, get teleported to the curving walls of the city of Unido. Come into view. Atop the walls, tall, colorful flags and ribbons flutter from poles, traders, guards, and workers. Come and go through a grand gate, passing from the surrounding farmlands into the maze of graceful structures beyond. As you watch, a pale mist rises from within the city as it drifts through the gates and breaks over the walls of the entire city is exhaling one great breath. Bum, bum, bum. And then, we will do the map. And I will say this fog feels, it feels unnatural. It just, or so if I could get a nature check.
We appear to be rather decent at nature today.
Yes, as you all hum, this must be some kind of course, like all things bad, there is to be some magic at work. And as you'll confront a suspicion, something's going on. Something not well. Out from as the fog comes out, you see it kind of goes up, high, and then comes swooping down. You see these hostile flying gargoyles that come down. And and these gargoyles, though, unlike others, they have a fierce the face resembles a fierce-looking woman with a mouth full of fangs, claw-like nails, and feathered wings. Yes.
I don't like that at all.
No, and then of course you see some of the townspeople kind of, the villagers kind of around you. They kind of run in different directions, And as I get, just bloop, and then, one's coming to, let's say these other ones are attacking some villagers. Let's throw some commoners. There they are. Just, please don't hurt me. Oh my gosh, one of them is, is red. It was their their quitting day. As we go into initiative. And of course they're hidden. So let me change that. Oh, of course, these fiendish, gargoyle-like creatures, but they have the face of a woman. Fierce woman. Let me change that. Alright, there we go. And we will say they are. I'll say this one's in melee range because it looks like it was swooping down. These two are like in the air. Let's see. Let's say these two, they're like 15 feet up high. They're ready to pounce on some of these common folk.
Don't pull on it when it's in.
But Brig, you start us off.
Brig will, he sees the gargoyle. He will get his rage face on and will charge the gargoyle. And we'll swing recklessly.
Nice. Oh, solid hit. Let's see, this is 13. 13's a miss, though.
All right, we'll take those 2 swings, and that will be the end of my turn, trying to threaten the gargoyle.
And Shankz. What? Okay, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna...
I think I clicked.
Yeah,
I muted.
There we go.
Okay, I am going to take 2 short bow shots at that same target there.
Alrighty. Solid.
And I will do an infused strike at a favorite foe for that. And then second attack. Oof, I don't think 13 does it.
13's a miss.
Alright, and that'll be the end of my turn. Skid marks will go up and try to bite.
Alrighty.
Oh no.
Oh no, just...
He kind of just trips over his own tail and falls over.
Yeah, you know, that happens. Very, very normal. Alright.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Cool. Boom, okay. The gargoyle that's besieged. Well, sees that little skid, you know, there's that little skid marks. But you know what? There's also that Brig that's so reckless. It feels like, you know, in mine as well. It'll try to claw on Brig. A crit for a...
Well, that's a hit for 3 slashing.
Mm-hmm.
I am raging.
Nice, and then we'll try to go in for a bite. And that's a hit. For a, you know, for some pretty solid damage, you know.
It is I, Mr. Nimbus. And do I think I can get these 2 in a 30-foot cone if I angle it, not getting the commoners?
Oh, sure.
Aha! And Mr. Nimbus will come here and say, "Ooh, look at this new trick!" And he is going to transmute a Rhymes Binding Ice to lightning, upcasting it to level 3, and we're going to use the Channel Divinity to maximize it.
God, okay.
So here comes the damage. I don't think it'll be right. But, and then I roll another D, or I don't need to roll anything because it's all D8s. So it'll be 32 points, DC 16 Constitution saving throw for lightning damage.
Alright, let's say the one closest to you, tough through that. Oh, wow, okay.
Well, they each still take 16.
Yes, so there's that at least.
And after he casts it, Mr. Nimbus will use Tempestuous Magic to fly 10 feet without provoking and zip on back to the party and go, "Oh my! I expected them to take a lot more damage from that. And he will use a bonus action to shove that one further up.
Okay. Okay, let's do strength. Okay. Yes. I got shoved farther up.
Yep. Well, further away, but
Sure.
same thing. End of turn.
Nice. Okay. And then that one. How far can they fly? 60 feet. Okay. You know, it feels like it's like an aerial battle at this point. Like they're very upset. This one flies over to Mr. Nimbus. I would say they're like 15 feet in the air. So, for this one comes out, we'll try to bite. No, try to claw Nimbus. But no, and followed by a bite, and no both times. Very sad. This one also upset. Will fly also next to Nimbus. And thankfully they don't work as a pack, so as this one's claws and bites can't even get anything. We finish it off with Beth of the Bray.
Do I think the commoners would respond if I yelled and said, "Come over here, I'll keep you safe"?
Sure.
Do they have some initiative to be able to run over here after my turn?
No, just say at the end of the round they can move closer to you.
Okay. I'm gonna reposition just slightly to right here.
Okay.
And open my arms out to them, and then I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians, excluding the commoners, but getting them gargoyles.
Okay, very cool.
I'm gonna use a little aura, and I'll tell them, "Come, find sanctuary inside of they're like ravens that are flying around, little spiritual ravens."
Caw. You know, and I think because of the health colors, the auras now are weird.
Yeah, I just saw the auras are already turned on because of the health bars. So
Yeah, I think there's a different thing to do. I'll have to look into that. Or just turn them off. But
I'm just gonna grab a 15-foot area, I guess.
Sure. That works too. And then before the turn, they will come closer. It's a brick. There's a murder of ravens.
It's a conspiracy. Brig will keep swinging at that gargoyle baby. Hopefully he'll hit this time as he gets even more reckless.
All right. Yes.
A little bit better with two big swings.
And how do you finish this one off?
I just try to chop it as close to half as I can. And then I will say, Mr. Nimbus, step back. I'm coming to save you. And bonus action, I don't have any. So there we go.
All right. The Shankz.
All right. Well, so the gargoyle is like 15 feet up next to Nimbus, so he's not in my range right now, right?
Yep. You are cleared to fire.
All right. I'm gonna aim like diagonally straight up and try to go for his underside. So 2 shots.
Alrighty.
Oof, no.
Oof.
Too small. I missed. Hey,
there we go.
And infused strike.
And,
go.
So this one, the one above you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And Skidmar's can't fly yet, so he can't really do anything to the flying one. He's gonna go harass the commoners and paw them for alcohol.
Okay, cool. Mr. Nimbus.
All right, Mr. Nimbus is going to first. He's going to look at his gem, and as he casts the spell tempestuously, he flies 10 feet without provoking, drawing a line between these two creatures, and says, "Ah ha ha! as he blasts out with a bolt of lightning.
Oh my gosh. Ooh my. And yeah, they take how does the one next to you, how do they go?
Oh, the lightning as it sizzles and you see the gargoyles have bones? Are they both down?
No, this one has 10 hit points left.
Oh, that's an excellent.
I didn't.
Gargoyles
I think.
have bones?
Sure. Oh yeah, it'll be within the Guardians. So yeah, it'll be fine.
But the bones, like you see it shock for a minute or for a split second, and then the body falls, kind of lightly smoking, and then Mr. Nimbus goes ah ha ha, and then zips around to be just over the head of this commoner inside the unkindness of ravens, and looks to this one as a bonus action and says, "Come hither."
It says no. It's not going to pull any closer to these ravens that are, bothering it in the aura.
End of turn.
Very nice. Nice. As the gargoyle then starts his turn. Yes, 14. Oh, actually, is it radiant or necrotic? That's important.
It's radiant. I'm a good cleric.
Oh, okay.
Good-ish.
That good enough.
I'm more neutral, but I'm definitely not like a evil cleric.
Okay. It tries to tough. It doesn't take as much, but not great. Not doing well. Just kind of and this, and then it'll fly down to I don't know. It's a little upset. Doesn't know who. Okay, Brig. It'll fly down to Brig and try to claw and bite. Claw and 18 and 19, I think.
Hit, and you had advantage if you to see if you wanted to see if you're good.
Yeah, let's do 220. Let me drop that down. 2d20. Oh, one of them was a crit, so d6. So yeah, so 6 and 6. So woo.
All right.
And then as I bring that to her back, Beth.
I will continue concentrating on my ravens and toll the dead. No, that's done. I will. God, can you hear my brain loading? Oh, I'm gonna firebolt it.
Nice.
Like, what's
Hits.
spell say?
Oh, and how do you smite this gargoyle?
As it tries to dodge between my ravens that are protecting these commoners, it just gets incinerated from below.
Nice. And then as you see something kind of rather odd, that the fog does begin to fade, and then you see the group of the commoners that you were helping as they tell thank you, and one of them is sort of like trying to shoo away skid marks because of course it doesn't have any alcohol, any booze, but skid marks just keeps shaking this one down. And then you will notice that as it fades, as the fogs go down, disperse. Suddenly, they kind of cock their heads and they look around, and they will kind of tell you hello, and they will apologize. They will speak in a language, their native tongue, which is, I think it's Haliri. which is an offshoot of Draconic. And if you guys have a, kind of look at them kind of weird, or if no one understands Draconic, well, actually, I know Shankz probably knows Draconic.
Yeah.
I am fluent in the dialect of dragons as well.
Oh, okay. So, they will, it's like Spanish or Portuguese, I guess. So, that they offer apologies for why they're in your way and bothering you, and then they will kind of disperse. And they seem to try to go about their day. And as it's like, that's that's strange. An official wearing a red and blue outfit embroidered with phoenix designs will sort of come to you all and approach you and say, I apologize for my impertinence, they will say. But I have an odd question to ask. Have you just suffered an unusual experience? As at this point, all the other kind of commoners kind of leave you, kind of walk away and seem to go about their day. And this magistrate on Kunanjun, as I will show it to you all.
Yes, these gargoyles came out of this disgusting fog cloud. They looked like they wanted to make a meal out of these common folk.
And then she will get actually out a journal and sheet of paper and start trying to jot what you're saying down. Oh, she's like, okay, it's just as I feared. So no one else in the city has seen the fog. I don't know. The fog used to occur very infrequently, but now it's grown more frequent. I have tried to tell the people, but they've always ignored it. It seems as though it's like they don't even remember the fog. Once the fog rolls around, so I'm not sure what foul sorcery is at work, but I also know strange monsters have slain people in the fog, and those who witness tragedies will just shock and say they've at the sight of the bodies. But my fellow magistrates and I have ruled this as accidents or bizarre, but they're isolated incidents, which I know that's not the case. But you all also seem unaffected by the fog.
I have a question.
She will look at whoever asked the question.
All those gargoyles, they had like a woman's face with fangs. What was that about?
That is, this is the first I've ever seen anyone remember the attack and give me details. And I was like, can you please describe the face?
I described the face.
Okay, she'll draw and kind of give a decent approximation of what looks like, what the face looks like. So
Does this face look familiar to me? A woman with fangs, have that type in the past.
Thankfully, no. No, she looked kind of like an older. The face, it's like an older woman than the one you would know, and the fangs are, it's more like rows of teeth, like a shark, like a rows of teeth instead of like fangs. So did Brick have a question? I think.
Nope, I was just responding to something they were saying.
And she'll say, "Well, I will have to see if I can. There's any pictures of anybody, and I'll have to go to the city council and see if records dig anybody up. But since you all seem to be unaffected by these, I don't know if you can help. If you can help me uncover what mysterious magic is afflicting, my city, I can gladly pay each of you 250 gold pieces. And I promised, and I will of course inform the city rulers of your service. Although we'll have to write it down. Hopefully, once it's solved, don't have to worry about them forgetting."
I think we can abide by that.
Indeed, we're happy to help.
And she will say, "Oh, that is great. Well, if you're interested in investigating," and then as she will take you all, I will take you to a map, or overall map of the city. And she will say, "Well, there's this magic, this strange fog has affected. There's 3 different areas that have recent attacks, and I'm hoping you all can check those out." And she'll go, "The first, there's a construction site outside the city walls, where by the Tiger District, closer to the forest that's nearby. They've suffered numerous attacks and unexplained setbacks. And kind of give you vague directions. Here's like about the area of the construction. This construction site is at. There's also a royal park at the Haiti district here. Several attacks have occurred at this royal park, as well as on the Phoenix district. We have one of our oldest tea shops there. And look for the Phoenix district up here. There's a tea shop nearby. 2 nobles were found wounded and nearly died outside of it only a couple days ago. And if you have extra questions, if you come to the Sea of Dragons, to the Sea of the Dragons at Center, inform the guards, and I will. And they're really good about letting me know at once. And again, my name is Kun On Jun, and I will post that on the chat. Okay. And she said, "Oh, I wish you all the best of luck."
We appreciate it. But we will make our own.
Make your own? Okay. And she will head out. And yeah, where do you guys like to go first?
We're never going to get that relaxing weekend, are we?
Doesn't seem that way.
I believe they said it would be like a relaxing holiday.
I need to work on. All right. Well, what was that first place they said? That the thing got right down.
Yep, they will say the Tiger District. There's a construction site that's near the that's connected to the forest, and they're suffering all kinds of setbacks over there.
That's Groot's picture.
Shall I try the construction site?
Sounds like a good first stop.
Yes, let us take care of this construction.
All right. And as you all make your way to the construction site,
I want to watch that one again. No, it's time to get ready for bed, baby.
and as you're going, it's definitely a newer part of the city. There's a lot of construction going on, and you'll see lots of scaffolding equipment. You'll see laborers clearing stumps and raising the frames of new houses, as well as you see armed guards, keeping an eye on the forest. And as you all arrive, you will see what looks like a construction foreman kind of turns, kind of sees you all, and then will approach. And will say, "Greetings, I kind of look at you all, and I'm assuming with between Shankz and I think we lost Brig temporarily, at least on roll 20.
I am here.
Oh no, no. Okay, you know what? Everyone's here. Sorry, I think someone popped in or out. I don't know. And we'll see between Shankz and Brig and Beth. Do you have any visible weapons?
Well, my short bow on the back and a quiver of arrows.
Yeah.
Brig will have
Really?
a sword strapped to his back too.
And then
think-
Beth.
Beth has a mace that's probably just in a hip sling and getting dusty.
Sure. And then, of course, Mr. Nimbus flying fabulously in that heavy armor.
Ah, yes, does look quite dashing, but he does not carry an open weapon, as his mind is his weapon as well as his charms.
I also have a dagger, but I would say it's hidden.
Sure. And she will look at you and says, I hope you've been hired by the magistrates to investigate the accidents at the site.
Indeed.
Of course we have. What can you tell us about these creval mists?
I don't know anything about mists, but my laborers are in constant fear. They think some kind of gang or some strange creature is trying to harm them. No one's seen anything, but there's a lot of accidents, and I think something is definitely sabotaging our construction efforts. I'm just glad that finally the magistrates are actually trying to do something about this. I know we deal with tigers, but no one has seen any of them lately. I don't even think it could be tigers. I feel like it's something else.
Then lead us to the location of this was last apparently seen or not seen, and we will deal with it as the professionals that we are. Ah ha ha.
Okay, and we'll take you all over there. Okay, so Beth. Okay, got a passive perception of 17. Okay, pretty good. All right. And as you'll take it to the site, you will actually notice some damaged equipment there. She'll kind of point it out to you, and you guys can go ahead and give me a nature check. So Shankz, you're completely sure that This is definitely marks from large feline claws. Definitely, if not a tiger, at least something close to it.
Ooh, it might be a cougar.
And then, actually, let us get back, because suddenly, as you all are together, kind of looking around, you will notice a fog starts to roll in as the overseer will draw their blade, and as this fog kind of starts rolling in, see some of the people start, some of the laborers start kind of calling out, and they're like, well, what is this fog? And then they're all just kind of scrambling and moving away, and as and then at a moment's notice, more of these and actually you do see from the fog tigers, and actually I got a picture to show kind of what it looks like. Show it to everybody. So these tigers, they got blue fur.
Are your tigers normally blue?
I don't think so.
She was like, no. They're usually, orange with, a bit of yellow, but blue. That's something terrible is afoot here. And she will say, I will protect the laborers as much as I can. And the overseer kind of slide exit as I get the saber tooth. Oh, come on. Okay, I guess I'll have to bring them in myself. Alright. Because that's the stats these are using. The saber-tooth tigers. And just gonna use the map. And as they get ready to pounce, and just before we roll for initiative, I need to take a break because I need to put some kids to bed. So I will be right back. Oh, they did have they did have the tigers. That's all right. Tigers. All right. I'll be right back.